Yes, da var vi online igjen, og da det klart for over. I'm sorry, I forgot that I will have this on English. So now I'm online. Unfortunately, I was not able to get any guests today, but I'll still do my best to have a transfer talk today about the next summer window, which will be very important, I think. I think it will be I think it will be the end of Solskjaer or the future of Solskjaer. So yes, just let's get started. A lot of this transfer talk will be said on rumors on the budget, so it won't be perfect because I don't know the exact budget that Glazer and Woodward will give Solskjaer, and neither will actually anyone. So the rumors says Solskjaer will be given £70 million plus what he's selling players for. So then I have tried to see on Transfermarkt on what the value of the players we should be looking to sell for. They are just giving the prices in euro. So I've been trying to calculate in amount the right. So a lot of the prices will be given in euros now. In what we should be looking at selling and what the rumors have said that we will be selling this summer is Diego Dalot, which probably will go for somewhere between 10 and 15 million euros or pounds. That's about the same. It's the euro now, it's 1.1 pound, so I will just be saying pounds now, but my source has euros, so just so you know, have that in your back head when I'm talking. Dalot, 10 to 15 million pounds. We will be selling one of our goalkeepers. Which one? It's difficult to say. It can be De Gea, it can be Henderson. Personal, I hope it's Henderson because I think De Gea is a better goalkeeper, which I have talked in Norwegian in an earlier video. But either ways, the price is about the same, about 20, somewhere between 20 and 30 million euros. I think Henderson will be easier sold because he's English, and that boosts the price, and he's younger and has a lower wage. Also, Andreas Pereira, which now is on loan at Lazio, should be sold. He has a price about 8.5 million euros. Also, there have been a talk about selling J-Links. His price is 15 million euros. Me personally think we should keep him and have him as an alternative for Bruno and for the wings, and also for the central midfield, which I will come back to later. So I have not taken him sold in my calculation on what we should do. So when I have calculated out, we'll be having about 108 million pounds in transfer budget. Also, we must be thinking about Paul Pogba might be leaving. He will probably be going for about 40 to 60 million euros if he will go. Me personally, I think we should keep him, hopefully to sign a new contract and let him go next summer. In the worst case, I think we should keep him until next summer and let him go for free. But with our owners, that probably won't happen. So I will, when I have the talk at the end, I will have one situation where we keep Pogba and one where we sell him. So I will have that in my back head when I having my summary on what we should do. I have been looking on what we should buy. We should buy in the most important we should buy is a CDM. We see it when United play. We really need the CDM, which can win the ball and pass it forward. Also, so that the man who plays beside him can be more offensive. We saw Scott McTominay was much better when he played Leeds, when he could go forward, contra versus usually when he plays CDM alongside Fred when we actually have two CDMs. So a CDM will be really important for us to buy, and in my opinion, the most important. We will need to buy a new centre back alongside Harry Maguire. We need a centre back with more pace, with a higher top level than Victor Lindelof has today. So that's also very important. After that, we will need a right winger. We don't have a clear right winger right now. Usually we're playing Mason Greenwood, which actually should be playing striker because he's a striker. We also have Daniel James, which is very good, but it doesn't create enough chances. He's more of the working player, which should be going in the end of the games, so he can go with his pace in the counterattacks. And if we have any money left, we should be buying a striker because there are rumors that Cavani wants to leave, and we will need a backup for Martial and Greenwood, which we then have. Of course, Rashford can also play striker, but then we'll need a left winger. And then I will go more to the players, and I have the prices here in CDM. On what I have been reading and finding on the internet, we have been looking at Declan Rice and Bissouma most of all. Also a bit about Norwegian Sander Berge. Declan Rice have a price of 60 million, which is quite expensive when our budget is just about 100. And Bissouma from Brighton and Sander Berge is about the same, 17 to 18 million euros. So probably the best solution is to get the one of them who gets relegated. That will at least be Sander Berge, maybe also Bissouma. At centre back, we have been looking at Pau Torres, Conde, and Ben White. I think the worst we could do is to look at the cheapest option, Ben White, because at Brighton he haven't been. I don't think he will be the one we need. I just don't think he's the one. At the right wing, we have, of course, Jadon Sancho, which was all last summer, about 120 million pounds. Again, he will be the whole budget, so we won't get anyone else. I would love to have him at United, but I think it will be stupid to use the whole budget on one player. Of course, if the budget is bigger than the 70 million that are rumored, I would love to have him. Otherwise, we have the cheaper options of Ismail Assar of Watford, which was talked today on Fabrizio Romano's podcast that United was very close to sign. He has a price about 20 million euros, which is not that bad. We have Pedro Neto has been rumored from Wolves to about 35 million euros, and we have Adama Traoré from the same club about the same price. And also on the wing, there have been rumors also last summer about Jack Grealish. He's actually about 16 million, so I don't think that's that realistic. On the front, there haven't been too many rumors, unless you take the rumors about Haaland. I think Haaland, that's not going to happen, really. I don't think he will go to United. I think he will stay at Dortmund or go to Real Madrid or Barcelona, so I don't bother to mention him more than just this. My suggestions on a striker, if Cavani decides to go, is just get a cheap striker which is good in the air, so we can just have an alternative if we need something else than Martial or Greenwood, because I think if Martial or Greenwood gets the service they need, they will deliver the goals. So I have written down Timo Pukki from Norwich. He has shown that he can deliver goals in England. The same about Andy Carroll, which I talked a bit about in my last video. Also, I have Mandzukic from, I don't even remember where he plays now, but he's also not that expensive, so that's players which can come in for a short time until we figure out the rest. That's not the situation where we need to figure it out. It's like we need something new there, but we're not in that hurry. It's like we say in Norwegian, det brenner på dass. I don't know the English word, but that's like when it's burning at your bathroom. You don't go to your living room to paint your walls. You go to the bathroom and you make sure to get down the fire. That's about the striker situation. That's not where we need to get the fire down now. It works now, but of course in a year or two we need to figure that situation out as well. But right now that's not where it's burning. So I think if we're doing what I said by selling Dalot, Dean Henderson and Andreas Pereira, then we can buy in Bissouma or Sander Berge, the one of those who will get for the cheapest. Also, we get Pau Torres, which we have been very rumored to the last days. And at the wing, I think we should go for Sar or Nito. The problem with Adama Traore is he's injury prone, so we don't need a player which is injury prone. That we already got enough of. And if we're allowed to get a striker, if we get Pukki or Carroll or Mandzukic, I think that's fair enough. Then we have a good transfer window. And consider if we decide to sell Paul Pogba, I would on the wing get Jack Grealish instead, because he can play both on the wing and central midfield. So that will be great, because then we will have the team of David De Gea in goal, or Dean Henderson if we sell De Gea, Wan-Bissaka on the right back. In central defense, we will have Pau Torres and Harry Maguire. Luke Shaw left back. We'll have Bissouma or Berge's central midfielder. Beside him, you can have either Scott McTominay, you can have Fred, you can have Donny van de Beek, or you can have Jack Grealish if you sell Pogba, or you can have Pogba if you don't sell him. On the wings, you will have Marcus Rashford. You will have Bruno Fernandes in the number 10 role. Also, we will have Jesse Lingard back, which can let Bruno rest some time, because we will be playing a lot of games next year as well. And on the right wing, we will have the opportunity to play a new wing, either if that's Jack Grealish, either if that's Sar or Nito, and we can also play Jesse Lingard there. We can play Greenwood, and then up front we can play Greenwood, we can play Martial, or we can play a new striker if we will get that. So I think that maybe will get us to fight for the league next season. We might win the league, and that's what I hope. I hope you have enjoyed this show as well. And if you have any thoughts, just give me feedback. If you have any thoughts on what I should do the next week before the restart of Premier League next weekend, please give me a heads up and I will try to do that. And if you want to join me on either Norwegian or English, just send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, and we will figure that out. So yes, I'm looking forward to make a video for you again, and come on United!